I am Dr. Vinod Kumar. I will be speaking about happiness and health. Happiness is always healthier. Happy people live longer and healthier. But if one is stressed out and becomes unhappy, this is not bad either. I will just share the screen and show you some slides, how and why it happens. Just a minute. Here we are. So happiness is healthy, but stress is healthy too. What is the science behind it? We have been gifted by nature several neurotransmitters and hormones, which are happiness hormones and give us happiness in our life, which itself becomes a gateway to a good health and longevity. This is intertwined with our everyday everyday activity of various kinds. Right side, some examples of these happy hormones are given here. I'll be talking about them little in details a short while later. You can boost your happy hormones if you are feeling low, because if happy hormones are not up to the level, one may feel unhappy and depressed. And what are the ways to boost these happy hormones? Well, we can do it through many health behaviors, and this picture is about physical health behavior. You will find that exercising, eating healthy foods, having a sound sleep, having a massage, laughter, and consumption of probiotics in one way or the other cause a boost in various these hormones. And many hormones are triggered by any of these physical health behavior. And it is quite apt and likely that many of these hormones are also commercially available as drugs and supplements. Happy hormones are also associated not only with our physical health behavior, but even with our emotional health behavior. You know, the satisfaction in life, happiness, good and healthy relationship, resilience and ability to cope with stress, positive emotions, they are all associated with these happy hormones in one way or the other, as shown in the picture. Happy hormones are also associated with our cognitive health behaviors, like having an accomplishment of some kind, learning process, keeping a balance, fixing our attention on an object, on some work, and having a good memory. They are all associated with these happy hormones of one kind or another. You can also boost your happy hormones through spiritual health behaviors, like, for example, meditation, yoga, altruism, that means helping others, music, watching nature, enjoying in sunlight, and having a trait of optimism. They are all able to boost these gifted happy hormones of various kinds, which are listed on the right side. And happy hormones, last but not the least, are also associated with our social health behavior. For example, we have deep bonding with our friends. We sometimes cuddle with our children and grandchildren. We may be in the process of romancing with people. We may be liking to volunteer for some good cause. All these are associated with these happy hormones, as indicated here. Now we coming to the second part. Is stress healthy too? Well, it is little a paradox, because I did say in the beginning that some kind of stress is healthy too. And here I would like to emphasize that mild intermittent stresses, which are known as hormetins, are also gateway of health and longevity, and are linked with our physical, emotional, cognitive, spiritual, and social life. And to these stresses, our cells and organisms respond by repairing themselves, by creating younger cells and active cells, and overcompensating by removing any accumulated damage so far done, and therefore delay our aging process over the whole lifetime, and therefore our health and longevity are increased even by mild intermittent stresses. However, it is important that mild stresses, which are also known as eustresses, do not become continuous and severe enough, because then they will shorten our life instead of increasing our resistance to repeated stresses over time to provide us with longevity. So it is a double-edged sword. It is the mild stresses, the intermittent stresses in our life which are helpful, but not the chronic severe stress. So based on this cellular repair mechanisms, numerous eustresses become important tools for health and longevity. And we have already seen that some of these stresses release and boost happy hormones as well. Just to name few examples, there are so many. Exercise and deep breathing, they can cause oxygen lack intermittently. They can put our cells on stress. Intake of phytochemicals, which are present in some spices, foods, and green vegetables, could also stress out the cells to trigger repair mechanism by themselves. Then if we have some kind of a diet restriction or we undergo intermittent fasting, they are all little bit stressful even at cellular level. Same thing happens with psychological or emotional stresses. Like everyone has daily hassles and keep doing efforts in our daily life. We have time pressures. We are sometimes stuck in short traffic jams. Sometimes we get frustrated. They are all stresses. Some are pleasant, some are not so pleasant. Same thing happens to cognitive exercises. Many people have time to deep thinking. They ponder over every small matter. Many of them ponder very positively. Or if they are doing online work on computer, challenging their brain all the time, or they are playing video games on the computer, or simply enough, as in the olden days, the senior citizens were playing crossword puzzles. Similarly, there are spiritual exercises that may be pleasant enough, but still they put some stress, which is a positive stress on our cellular and molecular system. And therefore, they are helpful in long term for health and longevity. These include meditation, pranayama, or keeping attention on a particular work or target or object or light or anything, or going out in a mildly hot sunlight weather. Then social stresses are also experienced by all of us. Somebody is going to meet someone for the first time, first date, or one is going ahead for speaking in public, or he is volunteering for some good noble cause, or he's going to attend a big event. They are all going to put stress, and the stress work through the common mechanism of cellular repair. And this is not just cellular repair, they actually overcompensate. They result in generation of additional mitochondria. They work and they result in DNA repair, and they clear the earlier debris which might have accumulated in the cells. So this is all very positive. And there are many other examples of these kinds of stresses. So I think the lesson is that happiness is healthy, but stress is healthy too. Although not the chronic stress, but the mild intermittent stresses are also good. So learn to live with stresses and shun over relaxing. I hope you enjoyed this short video. Thank you very much.